Good morning, guys. So today we're going to work on twists and a little bit of balancing. So that's our primary focus for this 45-minute flow. I hope you enjoy. We'll go ahead and get started in child's pose. So go ahead and bring your big toes to touch, knees on either side of the mat, and then reach your arms forward.
Relax your forehead to the floor and close your eyes. And then see if you can settle into a place of stillness. And then feel your body out. So throughout today's flow, we're going to work on identifying areas of the body that feel tight. Identify thought patterns that seem to arise throughout the practice. And then we're going to work through dismantling those areas of tension and those thought patterns, and then releasing through our exhales to reveal a brand new vista. So starting here in child's pose, in stillness, and take a breath in and allow the body to just be filled with awareness. Notice where you feel tight, overly engaged. And then as you breathe out, allow the body to really melt and soften deeper. So as you exhale, just release. Twice more like that. Nice, slow inhale. As you fill up, again, tune into those areas that feel tight. As you exhale, just allow that tension to dissipate and release. Last one, big breath in. And out. And go ahead and seal your lips. Begin to breathe in and out through your nose. And engage your Ujjayi pranayama if that's in your practice. And then just taking a moment to notice how different you feel now than you did just a moment ago. So noticing that mini transformation that's occurred just through your conscious breathing. And let's continue to evolve. On your next inhale, go ahead and lift up to hands and knees, stacking shoulders over wrists and hips over knees. And take a deep breath in. Start to feel the body here. So feel the points of contact you have with the floor. See if you can begin to push the floor away from you a bit more with more intensity. And as you push, just allow the body to engage deeper through the core, through the legs, even through the hands. And then on your next breath in, begin to drop the belly down, tilt the tailbone up, feel the stretch. Pull the chest forward from in between the biceps and lift your gaze up. Take another inhale. And then exhale, begin to round into your cat. So now pushing the floor away with a bit more intensity. And tuck your chin to your chest. And then feel the shoulder blades flare apart. Stay here for an inhale. Remain for your exhale, contract deeper through the core, pull the navel in and up. And now we'll begin to move with the breath. Inhale to your cow, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale to your cat, round the spine. Press the hips forward, pull the navel in. Deep breath in, drop the belly down, lift the gaze up. Exhale, round into your cat. Now begin to add in any organic movement that feels natural. So now as we flow through a few times, identifying those areas that felt tight, we'll just move with a bit more fluidity, sending more attention to where you feel that tension. And then just allowing that energy to flow to those areas, creating more space, more lightness through the body. Let's flow through 2 more rounds together. Deepen your breath on this final round. And after your cat, we'll meet at a neutral spine. Feel the crown of the head extend forward and tailbone pull behind you. Really press the floor away through that left palm. Inhale, reach your right arm towards the sky. Maybe lift your gaze towards the thumb.
Feel free to roll out the wrist a few times if you'd like. And then on your next inhale, really feel the fingertips lift you up higher. On your breath out, thread the right arm underneath the left. And drop your forehead to the floor so that your gaze is straight down rather than turning out to the side. And then you can extend the left arm to the top of the mat, or maybe find a bind and wrap the arm behind the back towards the right hip crease. Take a breath in, focus on the area behind the heart. Allow the shoulder blades to flare apart. On your breath out, see if you can slide your right hand further to the left. Press the back of the hand to the floor. Notice where you feel the stretch. Breathe in, breathe out. One more inhale. On your next exhale, release the left palm back to the floor. Press down. Inhale, reach your right arm back up. Exhale, release the right hand to the floor. Spread the fingers apart nice and wide. Find your base through the palm. Inhale, reach the left arm high. Feel free to roll around through the wrist. And then really feel the fingertips lift up higher, like you're creating space between the hands. And then exhale, thread the arm through. And soften your forehead to the mat again so that your nose is pointing straight down. Adjust the right hand as you'd like. You can slide the hand forward or find that half bind and wrap it behind the back towards the left hip crease. Take a breath in. Focus on spreading the shoulder blades apart, maybe even pressing down through the left forearm. And then breathe out. Maybe slide the fingertips further to the right. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. And then on your next exhale, release the right hand to the floor. Push the floor away as you inhale, reach the left arm up. And then exhale, release the left hand down. And tuck the toes under. Take a breath in. On your breath out, press the hips up and back to downward facing dog. So taking any movement that feels nice. And pedaling out through the feet, bending the knees right, left. Maybe placing a gentle bend through the knees and elbows, especially if you still feel tight. And then just go ahead and settle your gaze to a fixed point, whether that's the toes, the knees, somewhere between. As you inhale, start to press the chest back towards the thighs a bit more. Lift the tailbone higher. Feel the stretch through the body. And breathe out, settle. Move into that space. Next, inhale, begin to walk your hands back towards your feet, just about halfway. Maybe it's easier for you to root the heels down to the floor as we shorten the distance between the hands and feet. Spread the fingers apart, take a breath in, lift the tailbone higher. On your breath out, right hand is going to grasp onto the outside edge of the left ankle. So we're finding a little twist in our down dog. So if this is enough for you, stay here. If you'd like to go further, use the strength of the right arm to pull the chest underneath the left arm. So you're twisting here. Stay rooted through both feet. Breathe in. On your breath out, release the right hand down. We'll swap sides. Left hand is going to cross under the body to grasp onto the right ankle. Stay here or find a little bit more strength through the bicep to pull the torso underneath the right arm. Maybe lift the gaze. Breathe in. And breathe out, release. Start to walk the hands all the way back towards the feet now for a ragdoll. So bend the knees as much as you'd like. Allow the upper body to feel heavy. Maybe scoop up opposite elbows and sway. We'll take 3 breaths here just to decompress through the spine. Release through the low back. Allow the shoulders to hang heavy and soften through the face. Take a breath in, lift the tailbone higher. Breath out, slide the torso further down the legs. Now tune into your base through the feet. Again, think about pushing the floor away, simultaneously rooting deeply into the floor. Next, inhale, slowly start to round up. And then again, as you come up to standing, keep the feet engaged. Once all the joints stack, shoulders are over the hips. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. On your exhale, Samastitihi, plug your thumbs into your chest and close your eyes. And just take a moment to set your intention for your practice, for your day. Maybe just identifying one thing that you'd like to release. Inviting yourself to find a new perspective. On your next inhale, sweep your arms back up overhead, lengthen upwards. On your exhale, fold in half, bowing forwards. Inhale to a halfway lift, so you're finding a flat back, extending the crown of the head forward, pushing your tailbone behind you. And then exhale, keep the core engaged, pulling the navel in and up as you walk your hands out to your high plank. If you need to modify, feel free to drop to knees here. We'll begin to tuck the pelvis under, squeeze the quads. Think about lifting the backs of the knees up towards the ceiling. Inhale, seesaw the shoulders past the wrists. On your exhale, lower halfways, keeping the elbows pinched into your sides. And then inhale, pull the chest through. Flip the tops of the feet to the floor for your back bend. So whether your hips are on the ground for cobra, or they're lifted in your up dog, think about pressing the floor away through the points of contact you have with the earth, and then pulling the chest through. Take another sip of air in, and then exhale to your down dog. Grip through fingertips, pull the navel back. Inhale, and exhale. Next inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Step your right foot in between the hands, followed by the left forward fold. Inhale to a halfway lift, find your flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, upward salute, reach your arms overhead. If you'd like, maybe lift up out of the waist and find a gentle bend back. And then exhale, press your palms through center all the way to the floor, forward folds. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, really lengthen, glide the shoulder blades down the back. And then exhale, release your hands to the floor. Step your right foot to the back of your mat, followed by your left, high plank. Breathe in, shoulders past the wrists. Exhale, lower halfways, hold. Inhale to your back bend. Breathe in, fill up the chest, keep the collarbones broad. Exhale to down dog, lift the hips up and back. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, step your left foot between the hands, followed by the right forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, weight is in the toes. Exhale, fold, put a little bit more pressure through the heels. Inhale, press the entirety into the floor with the entirety of the foot as you rise up to your extended mountain. And then exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, step your left foot back, followed by your right high plank. Inhale, seesaw forward. Exhale, lower halfways. Inhale to your back bend. Exhale to down dog. Breathe in and breathe out. Next inhale, go ahead and sweep your right leg high for three-legged dog. So flexing the foot so that all 5 toes push or point straight down towards the floor, and then extending through the heel like you're placing your footprint on the wall behind you. Extend through arms, chest to thigh, breathe in. On your breath out, begin to draw your right knee to your nose. Try to keep your right heel close to the glute, and then stack your shoulders over your wrists. Next inhale, kick the foot back, three-legged dog. We'll do that twice more. Exhale to your core plank again, keeping the heel close to the glute, knee towards the nose. Inhale, extend back. Last one, core plank. Hold here for a moment, and then step the foot in between the hands. Once the right toes point straight forward, soften the left knee down. You can keep the toes tucked or not, it's your choice. Next inhale, come up to your low lunge. So squeezing the thighs together for support, and then sweeping your arms up overhead. Pause for a moment, think about the curvature of your spine and the tilt of your pelvis. Find a neutral pelvic tilt, so tuck it under slightly. As you do this, you should feel a nice stretch through the left quad. Breathe in, lengthen up. On your breath out, we'll begin to twist to our right. So you're opening the arms up so that they're parallel to the floor. Right fingertips pull behind you, left fingertips pull forward. Keep your strong, stable base by pushing down through the floor, hugging everything in center. Begin to release the right hand to the left thigh. Lift the left arm up towards the sky. Now feel the heart hook upwards. Inhale. On your exhale, we're going to bring the left elbow to the outside of the right knee and then stack the palms. Stack the elbows for our prayer twist. Inhale here. Begin to lift the torso off of the right thigh. Feel the crown of the head pull forward. And then you can remain here on the bottom knee. If you'd like to progress, lift the left knee off of the floor. Push the heel back, feel the stretch of the Achilles tendon. Inhale. On your exhale, release the left hand underneath the shoulder, whether you're in the modification or not. We'll find our runner's lunge, right arm reaches towards the sky. So if you're in that modification, you can stay there. From here, we're gonna transition to our side plank. So roll to the outer edge of the left foot and then step the right leg back, feet staggered or stacked to your choice. Take a breath in, open up. On your breath out, release the right hand to the floor. Chaturanga Dandasana, high to low plank. Lower halfways. Inhale to your back bend. Exhale to down dog. We'll take 3 breaths here before moving on to the other side. So inhale, lifting the tailbone, pressing the chest back. Exhale, sinking the heels down, gripping through the fingertips. Big breath in and breath out. Stay here. Just notice where your mind goes, where your energy likes to flow, and then see if you can commit to having a bit more control of where that energy goes. So stay aware in the body as we continue. Inhale, sweep the left leg up, 3-legged dog. So again, you're pushing the heel back, flexing through the foot. Firm up through the quad and the glute. Breathe in, lengthen the arms. Breathe out to your core plank, so draw the heel close to the glute, knee towards the nose, stack the shoulders over the wrists. Inhale, kick back, extend. Exhale, core plank, knee to nose, hold. Inhale, kick back. Nice, easy breath, even though you're working. Last one, exhale, core plank, and then step the foot between the hands. And gently soften the right knee to the floor. Toes tucked or not, your choice. When you're ready, squeeze everything center, push the floor away through the left foot. Inhale to your low lunge, sweep your arms up. Exhale, adjust your pelvic tilt. Bring it to neutral. Breathe in, lengthen upwards. On your breath out, begin to twist to your left. So arms parallel to the floor, feel the left fingertips pull back, right fingertips pull forward, stay centered. Inhale here. As you exhale, begin to release the left hand to the right thigh. Reach the right arm up towards the sky. Stay strong through the legs. Breathe in, chest lifts up. Breathe out to your prayer twist. Hook the right elbow outside the left knee. Stack the palms and elbows. Inhale here. Press down through the elbow. Lift the torso off of the thigh. Breathe out in your twist. Maybe look past the left shoulder. One more inhale. And if you'd like, you can begin to lift that back knee up. Gently release the right hand to the floor. Shoulder under wrist. Inhale, or over wrist rather. Inhale, reach the left arm up. We'll begin to transition to our side plank, so whether you're on that back knee or not, go ahead and begin to open up to your left side, and then feel the lines of energy here on your inhale. So the joints are all stacked through the arms. Maybe lift your gaze. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana, high to low plank. Release the left hand down, lower halfways. Long breath out, and then match that with your breath in and your back bend. Inhale. Exhale to down dog. So we'll take 3 breaths here, and then we're gonna repeat that sequence, moving a bit more quickly, so it's Vinyasa style breath to movement. Go ahead and honor your rhythm of breath, whether that's more quick than mine or a little bit slower. Just stay really mindful through the movements and transitions. So again, we already took the time to identify any obstacles, areas of tension, those narratives in our mind that we tend to repeat. And now we're going to begin to dismantle them as we stay present and move with the breath through the second sequence. All right, next inhale, sweep the right leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, draw the knee to nose. Inhale, kick back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, kick back. Exhale, knee to nose, and step the foot between the hands. Soften the left knee down. Inhale to your low lunge. Exhale to your twist. Release the right hand down, lift the left arm up. Inhale, exalt. Exhale, prayer twist. Left elbow outside the right knee, palms stack. Inhale, maybe lift that back knee. Exhale, release the left hand down. Inhale the right arm up. Exhale, Vashisthasana, step the right foot back. Breathe in, stretch. Breathe out, release the right hand, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale to your back bend. Exhale to down dog. Straight to the other side, nice and fluid. Inhale the left leg up. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, kick back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, kick back. Exhale, knee to nose, and then step the foot between the hands. Soften the right knee down. Squeeze the thighs together. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, twist. Inhale, release the hand down. Reach your right arm up. Breathe in, exalt. Exhale, prayer twist. Hook the elbow outside the knee, stack the hands. Stay here in your twist. Inhale, maybe lift that back knee. Exhale, release the right hand to the floor. Inhale, runner's lunge, reach the left arm up. Exhale, Vashisthasana side plank. Breathe in, strengthen. Breathe out, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale to your back bend. Exhale to down dog. Big breath in. Next exhale, drop to your knees for child's pose, where we began our practice. We'll take a few moments just to slow the heart rate, recalibrate with our intention. Maybe grab a sip of water if you need it. So stay here in this moment of pause. And even if you want to go grab some water, wipe your sweat, see if you can find just a moment of stillness. Take a breath in. Breath out. One more inhale. And exhale. Begin to make your way back to down dog, any way you'd like to get there. Maybe taking an extra breath or two. Let's meet in down dog for 3 breaths together. So as you hold your down dog shape, just notice how you're feeling right now versus just a few moments ago when we started our practice and our first down dog. So again, becoming a little bit more aware and observant of the body, noticing the transformation that's already occurred. Yoga never ends. It's a perpetual practice. It's connecting us deeper with ourselves. So we'll continue with our flow here. Next inhale, begin to sweep the right leg high, 3-legged dog. On your exhale, begin to draw the knee towards the nose, core plank. Inhale, kick back, extend. Twice more, exhale, core plank. Inhale, kick back. Exhale, last one, core plank, and then step the foot between the hands. Go ahead and spin the back heel to the floor for warrior one. So extend through that leg, squeeze the quad, stack the right knee over the ankle, and then inhale, rise up. Biceps frame the ears. Become a little bit more aware of your pelvic tilt and the curvature of your spine. Go ahead and tuck the pelvis under slightly. Commit to the lunge in that front leg, again, so that the shin is vertical, and then the strength in that back leg for stability. Pull everything in center. Breathe in. On your breath out, we'll begin to open up to warrior two. So you can widen your stance and then adjust the back foot. And then once the arms settle to parallel to the floor, notice the pelvic tilt again. Tuck it under and then open the hips so that they orient towards the left side of your room. Flip that right palm. Inhale, reverse your warrior. So feeling this nice side bend, really opening up through the lateral side of the body while committing to the lunge in that front leg. Legs are strong. Stay here for another breath in. On your breath out, push to that right heel, begin to straighten that leg, reverse triangle. So you can have a half bind. Go ahead and press the left forearm into the small of the back or keep the hand nice and light on the left leg. Stay here for another inhale. Allow the right fingertips to reach beyond. And then on your exhale, bring your arms back parallel to the floor for Trikonasana. Inhale, extend the right fingertips well beyond the toes. And then exhale, tick-tock the arms to 6 and 12. Lift your gaze towards the left palm. Draw the shoulder blade down and back. Keep the body in one plane. Notice if the left hip rolls forward, push it back, firm through the glute. Inhale. On your exhale, release the hands to the floor to frame the front foot. Adjust your stance for pyramid pose. Wrap the right hip back. Inhale, extend the chest forward. Exhale, go ahead and fold here. You can keep the front knee bent if it's too much for you. Maybe add some blocks underneath the hands. If you're feeling pretty spacious, maybe soften your forehead towards your knee or your shin and massage your third eye center. We'll stay here for another breath in. Breath out. So a block might be helpful if you have one here, getting ready for revolved triangle. So you can tent the fingertips if you're still feeling tight through the hamstring. Otherwise, left palm is pressed underneath the shoulder. Inhale, sweep the right arm up, maybe lift your gaze. And then the right hip has a tendency of wanting to move forward, push it back. Hips are level, breathe in. On your breath out, bend through that front knee a bit more, getting ready for revolved half moon. Left fingertips are going to reach forward just beyond the mat. Launch off of that back leg, see if you can lock the right knee. Left leg running parallel to the floor, reach the right arm up. Again, maybe lift your gaze. Maybe your challenge is just to allow your gaze to creep up the wall towards the hand. Stay here for one more breath in. Think about our three-legged dog. Push the heel back, left footprint on the wall behind you. And then on your next exhale, gaze is going to find the floor. Fixed point in front of you as you come up to standing. See if you can bring your left foot with you without touching the floor. So we're finding our standing staff. Left thigh is running parallel to the floor. Inhale the arms up. On your exhale, you have two options as we twist to the left. Right hand can find the left knee, or right peace fingers wrap around the left big toe. Inhale here. You can keep your eyes on the floor or challenge your balance. See if you can look towards the left palm. And then exhale to half moon from here. So you're going to sweep the left leg back. Right fingertips are going to find the ground. You can tent the fingertips as you stack the hips open to your left. Keep the left foot flexed, quad engaged. Open up the heart to the left side of the room. Breathe in. On your breath out, really gently, step the left leg behind you. 5-pointed star is next. Lift up off of, or really push into the floor to lift upwards. And then pivot the feet so the heels are turned inward, toes are outward. Sweep the arms up, breathe in. On your breath out, begin to squat deeply, horse pose, cactus the arms, fingertips fan apart, stack the knees over the ankles. Feel pressure on the insides of the knees, pressing them outwards. Breathe in. On your breath out, release your hands to the insides of the knees and settle here. So it should be a little bit easier to hold this shape as we're putting a little bit more stability through the arms. Begin to drop the left shoulder down, press through the left palm, twist and send your gaze past the right shoulder. Breathe in. Breath out, we'll revolve the other way, so switching sides. Drop the right shoulder, press into the heel of the palm, send your gaze past the left. Next inhale, we'll come back to center, straighten the legs, 5-pointed star, reach the arms up, and then we're gonna move on to the other side. You're gonna face the back of your mat, pivot on that right heel for your warrior one. So orient your hips forward, tuck the pelvis under, breathe in. On your breath out, open up to warrior two, widen your stance, arms parallel to the floor. Commit to pressing down through the edge of the right foot, firm up through the quad. Flip the left palm, inhale, reverse your warrior. So we're staying here for about 2 breaths. Feel the stretch. Draw the shoulder blade down and back. Breathing deeply. Stay committed. And then begin to press through that left foot. Inhale, straighten the left leg. Reach the left fingertips beyond. Exhale, bring your arms parallel to the floor. Inhale, reach your left fingertips now beyond the toes for Trikonasana. And then exhale, go ahead and rotate the arms to 6 and 12. Maybe lift your gaze. Become aware if the right hip is starting to jut forward, push it back, firm through the glute, lock it in place. Breathe in. On your breath out, hands come down to the floor to frame the left foot. Adjust your stance for pyramid pose. So pressing the heel down, wrapping the hip back. Breathe in. Breathe out. 2 breaths here. So again, feel free to bend that front knee a bit more if you need to. Plant the palms on the ground. Maybe soften your forehead towards your knee. 1 more inhale. And exhale. All right. You can use your blocks if you have them. Tent the right fingertips or ground the palm down so the heel of the palm is in line with the heel of the left foot. Inhale, sweep the left arm up. Pull the hip back, lift your gaze. Revolve triangle for 1 more breath in. On your breath out, bend the left knee. Reach your right hand beyond the foot, and then get ready for your revolved half moon. So lift the right leg, parallel to the floor. Hips are level to the ground as well. Reach the left arm straight up, push the right heel back. Maybe lock the knee, breathe in. Challenge your gaze. And then on your breath out, keep the left foot glued to the mat. Suction cup your foot to the floor as you rise up to standing. Take the right knee with you. Begin to twist open to our right. So left hand can find the right knee or you can wrap the peace fingers around the big toe. Inhale, twist open. Keep the heart facing towards the right side of your room. Exhale to half moon. Tricky transition here, so move with control. There is no rush. Anything that needs to be done is better done relaxed. So stay easy with the breath, easy in the mind, easy in the body. Breathe in. And then on your breath out, go ahead and begin to step the foot to the back of your mat, getting ready for our 5-pointed star. Inhale, reach the arms up. Pivot on the feet so the heels are turned inward, toes are outward. And then exhale, settle to your horse squat. So deep squat here, knees over ankles. Feel the knees push outward, tracking over the second and third toe. And then lots of energy through the fingertips. 1 more inhale. Exhale, release your hands to the insides of the knees. Drop down. I'm going to drop the right shoulder towards the floor. Press through the heel of the palm. Twist to your left. And come to center, and then we'll swap sides. Press through the left heel of the palm. Twist to your right. Breathe in. And then on your breath out, come to center. Inhale, lift all the way up. Sweep your arms overhead. And then exhale, pivot on the feet. Turn the toes inward, heels outward. And then fold forward. Hinge from your hips. Wide-legged forward fold, Paschimottanasana Padottanasana. You can widen the stance a bit more. We'll be here for 3 breaths. So finding any shape that's comfortable for you, maybe even an inversion if that's calling your name. Maybe just focusing on decompressing through the low back. You can scoop up your ankles, create a tripod with your hands, and soften through the face. Maybe start to turn the corners of the lips up. One more breath. And place your hands under your shoulders now. Inhale, halfway lift. On your exhale, you're going to walk your hands to the left to frame the left foot. Plant the palms firmly. We're going to find our core plank here. So draw the left heel up towards the glute, knee to the nose. Inhale, kick back. Exhale, core plank, knee to nose. Inhale, kick back. Last one, exhale, knee to nose. And then this time, we'll find our pigeon pose. So go ahead and settle the left knee behind the wrist. Release the hips down to the ground. And then go ahead and pivot so that the hips face forward. And settle the hips down, lift the gaze up if you'd like, and that feels nice. And then if you'd like to drop down to sleeping pigeon, you can soften to forearms. Relaxing the shoulder blades down the back. And softening through the face. Staying here. So as we begin to slow down our practice, we're really getting into the nitty-gritty. So opening up those areas of tension that are often neglected or just harder to access. So as we hold this shape, dismantling those objects of tension, allowing them to dissipate and dissolve. And that way we're able to access a brand new vista, a new perspective, a new way to look and experience things. Let's stay here for one more breath in and out. Next inhale, press up to palms. Go ahead and lean on that left hip. We're going to swing the right leg up, and then we're going to step the foot to the outside of the left knee. Getting ready for our twist. Tent the right fingertips behind you. Think about the points of contact you have with the floor. So we have a nice stable base. Notice if the right hip is lifted, ground it down. And then breathe in. Reach the left arm up. As you exhale, begin to twist. You can either hug the thigh in or you can lock the elbow outside of the knee. Push the floor away through your base. Lift the torso up. Breathe in. Breathe out, twist deeper. Look past the right shoulder. Stay here for one more inhale. And exhale. Next inhale, begin to unwind. We'll go ahead and lean back on the hip. Or rather, we're going to place the hands behind the hips. Fingertips to face you. And then you're going to lean back and find a seated figure four shape. So planting the left foot down, keeping the right ankle crossed over the left thigh. And then breathe in, lift the torso up. If this is too intense, you can slide the left leg further forward. On your breath out, I encourage you to press into the palms to encourage the chest to reach closer towards the right shin. One more breath in. Breath out. Now press through that left foot. Inhale, lift the hips up. Keep your figure four shape. Maybe drop the head back. Exhale, release the hips down. Uncross the right ankle. Go ahead and soften the right leg down. Lean on that right hip. We're transitioning to pigeon pose from here. So sweep the left leg behind you. Reorient the hips forward. Inhale, lift the chest, maybe bend back, and then breathe out, soften down to forearms. Close the eyes and stay here. And so really tuning inwards to explore the space that you feel in the body, particularly in the hips. So noticing where you feel that tension, discomfort, backing off if you feel any pain. And then be here with that discomfort. Face it. But be forgiving with your breaths. 2 more breaths. See if you can soften further on your last breath. And then press up to palms. Lean on that right hip. Swing the left leg forward, and we're going to cross the foot outside of the right knee. Find your base through the sit bones, even if that means the left foot lifts a little, just like mine. And tent the left fingertips behind you. Inhale, reach the right arm up. Exhale, twist to your left. You can hug the thigh in or cross the elbow outside of the knee. Breathe in, lengthen up even more. Breathe out, look past the left shoulder. One more inhale and exhale. Inhale, unwind. Plant the palms so the fingertips face you. Lean back. We'll find our figure four shape seated. You can slide the right heel further forward if you need. Keep the foot flexed. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, press through the palms, lean forward. Big breath in. Breath out. Inhale, press through the right foot. Reverse tabletop with the cross of the legs. Lift the hips up, tuck the pelvis towards you, drop the head back. Breathe in. Breathe out, slowly lower back down. And uncross the legs. And go ahead and bring yourself around. Bring the soles of the feet together. Open the knees nice and wide for butterfly. You can interlace the fingers around the outer edges of the feet, or you can grab onto the ankles. Take a breath in, pull the chest through, lengthen, and then as you exhale, start to hinge from the hips. And then you can bowl your elbows out to the sides for support on the insides of the knees, just to encourage the hips to open further. And then feel the force of gravity, not just pressing your knees downward, but also your chest downward. Stay here for one more inhale and exhale. Go deeper if you can. And then inhale, lift back up. And from here, we'll go ahead and find our final posture. So whether you'd like to finish off your practice seated in Sukhasana or begin to lay back into your Shavasana. Maybe grab a sip of water along the way. And then whether you'd like to settle lying back down or seated upright. Just take a moment to feel the body. Notice how the energy flows. Notice your mental space. A bit more relaxed and slowed down. Come back to the intention that you set in the beginning of your practice. And together, let's all meet with an inhale. As you breathe in, feel the chest broaden with air. Pause at the top of your inhale, noticing the swell of the belly, and then allow your exhale just to seep out your body. Sinking deeper to the floor. I encourage you to stay here in your Shavasana as long as you can. This is what our practice has been working our way towards, is this final shape where we're most ready to find that union between the mind, the body, and the heart. I'd like to thank you so much for creating the time in your day to show up on your mats and practice. I hope you really feel the transformation that's occurred in the past 45 minutes, and you carry this higher vibration with you throughout your day. And from the bottom of my heart, as an extension of your own, namaste.